Live now, start. There we go. That's right, Jared's live. Welcome once again to the Digital Gold Channel. We are coming to you live from an undisclosed location in Kentucky, basically where this sale is. So currently we are having a halving today. I mean, I haven't kept up with Ether and it's been terrible. I know I'm such a loser. So we are streaming from a cell tower, not a local network. So please bear with us as we fix all technical difficulties. Okay, what's going on in the chat? Looks like we got DP Murray here, Red Panda Mining, the Cool Boo Yankee, and some extra cool people that I don't even know, but they're here. So guys, we're just gonna chill out. Basically, we have this thing with the, what do you call this? What do you even call this thing? It's like the countdown, right? So it's like counting down up here in the screen, and it's going to tick away. We've got about 18 minutes until it all fails. Ether is just going to crash. Nobody's going to get any coin. Nobody's going to make any money. It's going to be completely over for all of society of Ether. Like, your rigs are going to shut down. You're going to lose anything on an exchange. You're going to lose it all. What else is going to happen? I mean, basically, it's the end of Ether. Richard Weeks is here. Welcome. He's here, bro. It is a Thursday here in the United States, and Vaughn's here. Richard's here. I had a way to do chat with like popping it up here on the screen, and like I watched this whole video tutorial and everything, and like this is what it's doing now. Like look at that at the bottom. That is unacceptable. You've got to be better than that. I'm ready in BitMEX. Yo, so basically what's going to happen is all the exchanges on Ether is probably going to shut down. We can probably go to Coinbase right now and see that. I don't know how to do the video in video, which is awful because I'm switching to this new program called vMix, and it's allowing me to do all kinds of crazy things that I wasn't able to do before, but we have to be very patient. Okay, so yeah, give me some links. Tell me what you guys want to see. And we're just going to go over it. We're just going to go over what's going on in Ether. So basically, you guys have to put your questions, and I'm going to put the Skype up because we're nothing without this. We're nothing without the Skype. Let's be real. So we're going to pull the Skype up here, and we're going to see if anybody wants to call in, because we love call-ins. And I did figure out how to do this one. Check this one out. We got a video donations. Thank you very, thank you. We're still working on that piece too, but this is the video donations. It's supposed to stay up. I don't know why it's disappearing so quick. Thank you so much. So to be able to do this anywhere as far as we travel, the goal to reach in the next 30 days, $1,510. Thank you so much for the top donor, who is Robert John with 140, and GoFundMe as a group of you who gave $101. So thank you. We are there getting that from all sorts, where people are sending Litecoin, Ether, while they still can, Bitcoin, PayPal, and just straight up gifts. So thank you. That's awesome. You guys rock. Okay. Panda's videos are on fire. Love seeing all the GPU rigs again. Reminds me of 2017. Yep, while Jared over here is selling all the rigs, Red Panda is building the rigs, which is awesome to see. That is so exciting. So we are whopping, look at that, we got an official countdown here. We're at amazing 15 minutes to countdown. 15 minutes, and then it's all over. Let's just go home. Pack your bags, forget mining Ether. That's just not gonna happen. So the Skype is info@digi.io. You just literally use your Skype. You be polite. That's definitely a plus. And you just tell me what you think about Ether, how it's going to affect you, how many rigs are you using, and what you think is going to be the end. What is the end of this Ether? So, yes, excuse me if I have to run and plug in a power cord because I just remembered that I'm looping power somehow. Look at this. So I'm like looping power. It's like coming in and then going out, but then this charger only feeds this, but it doesn't feed the other. So I'm running on battery on the other one. So if this one dies, I have to use this. Which, who knows? We can test how long these things last, right? 15 minutes till the end of the world, right? It's the end of the world for Ether. Man, I mean, a fork is a one thing, but a halving is a whole nother ballgame, right? I mean, a fork is detrimental to the network. It's a deciding factor where people vote with their hash power in order to determine the future of the way an algorithm of a coin is going to go. Will we follow the new developers or the old developers? Things like that. Remember the DAO hack, guys. We got to cover what happened with the DAO hack. So with situations like that, a fork is very different than a halving. A halving is basically hard-coded and implemented from the developers, and there's no other way to mine not a halve. Like, it just is hard-bedded in there. Now, they obviously, with Bitcoin, it's predetermined, and it looks like Ethereum. They can just do it whenever they want. Hello! The only person to put @DigitalGold to ask me a question was John Harris, and he just wanted to say hello, everybody. See, guys, it immediately gets my attention when you put @DigitalGold, so that's so simple to do, so you should just probably do it. Anyways, we are selling things for clients. It is in the link in the description below. You can check out that Google Sheet. I am running like almost bare, and people are ordering and reordering, so I guess that's good. The packages are showing up, and they're reordering them, and it's amazing, so thank you. Thank you. Guys, call in on Skype. Let me know how you feel about this Ether, because it is going to affect you some way or another. If not now, it will in the future, and you will reference this back. Yeah, so that's how that goes. Holy crap, we're only 9 minutes away. I need to find out how to do video in video, but doing that live for you would probably drive you crazy, and you're just going to go somewhere else, and then that would be very sad, and I would probably cry. Yeah, so let's not do that. Otherwise, Red Panda says you are the best. If you guys have any articles you want to share, you can send them on the Discord, the email. I'm checking my email immediately, as well as you can try to post it in the chat, but it probably won't work. But you can try. You could try. And what we'll do is we'll go over some of those articles and things. I'm waiting for a really cool other link. Yeah, so I just need the link. I just need the link. What is the link to other halving sites? Do you guys have any other halving sites that I could go to? And if so, how the heck do I split screen? There's got to be a split screen here option here, right? I don't know. So otherwise, I won't struggle along with that. And we're just gonna hang out. Oh my goodness, super chat. Beep, beep. We got a super chat from John Harris. He is amazing. He super chats us all the time. Such a gentleman. Such a gentleman. John Harris also got some cards delivered. I featured those in a previous stream where USPS clearly did. I did not pack them, I guess, tight enough, and USPS did not care about the package. So the cards like got all bagged around, but he says they're mining strong, everything's good, and he's looking to get some HDMI cables. So that's awesome. Holy smokers, 7 minutes away, 7 minutes to the countdown. If I knew how to do a different cut code stream thing, settings, I mean aspect ratio, maybe that's where it's at. Chroma key. It's got to be in here somewhere. There's got to be an option for this. But yeah, so I don't know. Position 1, we can do that maybe. Yeah, I don't even know. Main overlay, but any button I'm hitting seeming to not work. So clearly I need a big tutorial in vMix, because I used to know how to do all this stuff in OBS, and I'm just like at a loss here. So, and I'm really bummed the chats aren't showing up. Oh, John Harris wants me to go get some coffee. Thank you for the coffee. Guys, how is Ether going to affect you? Tell me right now. I want to know how Ether is going to affect you. They're great cards, not your fault. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. And he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I really like that. So we're going to do this. Maybe I can ingest this stream, animated, maybe not, who knows. But apparently the browser should work. So if I do browser, oh, yeah, see, that just inputted the browser. But then we don't get the live feed, so that's terrible. So we're pretty upset. Oh, I think we're getting somewhere, guys. We're doing this live, if you can't tell. Oh, let me scoot over now. Okay, so can I switch this around here? Oh, there we go. Okay, all right. I don't think I can move it live, but it's there live. You guys are great. You deal with this all day long, right? Oh, we can do weird things now. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, okay. All right. So basically, what we're trying to do is get you guys to be able to see the thing, but I got to figure out which way I need to go with this stream. Should I be over here? I think I need to be over here a little better. So as you can see over here to my left, you can see that Ether, oh dang it. As you can see to my right, you can now see Ether about to crash in 4 minutes and counting. I wish I knew more about this amazing video program I'm doing, but I don't. So you're gonna have to bear with us. If you guys can please send the other link. I need the link. Link. Please send the link. There's other countdowns I want to feature. So yes, I'm not hearing anything. Keep them on, keep the miners on, keep it mining. Yeah, I mean, your mining is not going to matter. What's going to happen is your miner is probably going to hiccup for maybe about 20 minutes at tops probably. And what it'll do is then still mine, and there won't be any issues. You might have to like reload a new DAG file or something, but otherwise it's just gonna keep on chugging along, as far as I'm aware, as far as what we've seen in the past. So please keep mining. Don't stop mining just because it's halving. Now, if you're worried about not paying your electric bill, then that's a whole nother one. That's a whole nother issue. So yeah. Yes. So yeah, that is a great question. But thank you for asking. I sent the countdown on Discord. He sent another countdown on Discord. I'm gonna check out the countdown. So this is going to be from CoinGecko.com. So we're going to load CoinGecko.com and see if this is a good countdown for the hard fork. I want to see like live numbers here, you know, guys. Like, that's a good one. Thank you, Red Panda. Just sent that one. But what are you guys? Are you guys mining this? Are you guys still mining Bitcoin Merton? Are you mining it? Ethereum Black Reward will go from 3 to 2 Ether in 3 minutes. No way. This is not right. This is not right. Guys, we were mining a R9 290 and we were getting an Ether, 5 Ether every day. Man, every 24 hours with 2 R9 290s. Man, it was amazing. This was 2015 style. We were cranking it in. I mean, we were cranking in the Ether. So obviously Ether was only at $1 a coin right then, right? It was like, so you had to get a lot of coins. So when we're cranking in dollar after dollar after dollar trying to get Ether to build our portfolio up in order to pay our electric bill, it was a really big deal. But now it's kind of like you've got to mine with massive amounts of different ones. It's just a mess. So oh, they're not doing anything exciting in this one, but I did receive the link, so stay tuned as I embed this new link, because this is going to be a little bit nicer. Actually, I wonder if I can just change the browser directly. I cannot. So I'm going to embed this new link and hopefully we can get that for you. What is going on in the markets? Is it okay? Okay, Vampus still is mining. Thank you, Vampus, for not giving up on the network. That means a lot to me right now, actually, because, you know, there's a lot of people really freaking out right now and like gonna shut off their rigs and never gonna mine again. And I just don't want to see that for people. So, yes. So we're gonna go and check out how this social live, man, you know, is running on the fly, man. Nobody's called in. Why is nobody calling in at the last 54 seconds of it? We can't even switch the feeds good enough. 54 seconds until the countdown, guys. Thank you for joining us here, 50 of you, at the Digital Gold channel, while we just hang out with you, because this is what matters. What matters is the halving. And the halving is main part of Crypto Network. I mean, we're looking at a massive account for Ethereum in the blockchain genre, right? It's huge. 20 seconds. So please keep your miners on, let them go, and then immediately write what you think is going on. I don't have a miner here, so we're going to rely on you guys to tell us what you think did it shut down? Are you over? Is it done? So we can pull in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. It's done. It's over. Oh no. It's uh-oh. Countdown to block confirmation. Okay, we got 2 more minutes. I love these things because it always does this like extra countdown stuff, you know? And it's like so let's go check this other URL out and see if there's anything else going on with it. Oh, so they're a few seconds behind, so we're just going to let them catch up because I guess they're behind. So we're going to keep this website open because it looks like this is the most secure one. Everybody else is like a little behind, so they need to catch up. Otherwise, mind on till the end. Hack Crypto is back. Welcome. Hey. Wonder what's going to happen with the price. 7 more blocks left. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to count down 7 blocks until the halving is in place, which is a typical normal thing. It happens the same thing with forks. So this is just, this is just the rigmarole of the rigmarole. So you just got to let it go. All right. So otherwise, we're going to try to pull in the block support here and see if we can see that. We got about a minute left before this happens. And if I click on multi-view, it should allow me to do this. So let me change the multi-view feed position to the next one, which is browser Etherscan. Oh, and there's the other one. So now we're looking at the other one side by side. I don't know if I like that. I don't like how it's there. So that's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying, man. So let's just change this one to the Etherscan right now while we wait another 20 seconds. So Etherscan looks like it's doing okay. Everybody looks fine on there. It doesn't look like the whole network has completely... Oh, there we go. There is some massive movement. But everybody looks like they're doing okay. The last block was 7 seconds ago. And 141 terahash is what we're pulling on. It's the average network rate right now, which is amazing. The gas is way down. Limit. The price is 2.8. GUI. I guess that's how you say that. I'm sure a lot of people translate that a lot differently, but you know. Guys, the phones are open. Please call in on Skype if you guys want to ask any questions or you want to tell me what you think is happening today, because this is like a pretty big deal. So yeah, for all the blocks, that's right. We got here for all the blocks. These are all the guys. This was amazing. I mean, I'm just so glad that they created sites like this. This has been around for a long time, and right from the beginning, this site was up, and it's just been smooth sailing ever since. It was awesome to see like all the other things change throughout Ethereum, but yet sites like this, as sturdy as they are, still hold strong. I really appreciate quality like this. So whoever did that, thank you. 3 blocks left. We've got 3 blocks left for the final countdown of the Ethereum. Man, let's go check and see if we can see that, switch to that view again. There's got to be a better way to do this, but maybe not. Okay, so we're doing hard fork in there. He is still counting down. And yeah, they just keep counting. I don't think they understand what they're doing. So we're going to check how this one's going. Another 45 seconds on this guy. Oh man, walking into the office now, Yankee. Calling in 10 minutes. Yankee's going to call us. He's going to tell us what he thinks about the Ether and how it's going to affect him. Another 30 seconds for another block. It looks like we are killing the blocks. A lot of the pools are really clicking in here. I see Solo Pool. 2miners.com is doing really good right now. Bootnode 5G is doing good. So these guys are really pulling in some solid blocks. Their milliseconds is off the charts, especially 2miners.com. They're really killing it right now. Block Fidelity. So if that is any of you, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. If you guys put @digitalgold, I'm going to be able to see it. And if you guys want to get anything, there's a chat. Okay, we're refreshing. We're refreshing now. What is it doing? Is it going to make it? I hope it makes it. Oh man. Come on. Guys, are you still mining? I hope you're still mining right now. Oh no, 2 blocks. Oh, somebody says it's done. Checking Walton Mine after the blocks, the profitability should go way down on Ethereum. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are probably going to switch over to another coin possibly. Let's pull in the other chart here because we want to make sure, of course, that everything is still stable, and it looks like we're still stable. So that's all that kind of matters right now, is if we're stable. So we're stable, and that's all that matters. And so keep mining on. Whoa, rest in peace, it all crashed. Oh no, so Red Panda's miners just crashed. E3s are still mining as of now. Look at that. That's right, some of you guys have the ASICs. That was a big debacle, right? Because, oh, solo.org just refreshed. Okay, we got some 2 miners is back at it again. Their milliseconds are a little higher right now, so we got to get those down. But last black was 728.0003 at 20 seconds ago. Thank you, Ether. Scan now shows the transaction block data. It looks like the halving has gone through. Is this official? Can we confirm? It does look like the halving has gone through. The other site is refreshing, reloading. It doesn't know what to do with itself. So we're just going to let that one go. Thank you so much for the donations and the super chat. You guys have been so gracious. The top donor right now is Robert at $300, John with $140, and GoFundMe with $101. Thank you so much. This video stream and quality and sound and feed is all been paid by super chats. Thank you so much, and we want to keep streaming for you. So appreciate the donations. Our next goal is $1,510 within 30 days to upgrade and allow us to use this quality anywhere we go. Literally, in the car, in the woods, we can stream crystal clear HD to you. So, man, rigs are back up and running. Okay, yes, 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 they're back up and running. We got them going. We got them going. This is from Joshua here. Joshua Polanek is doing good. Man, the rigs are back up and running. Richard Week says his rigs are running. AMD, that's great. Oh, Joshua Polanek is nefarious. Okay, Joshua, if that's your full name, you might want to take that off of YouTube. Let's pretend it's not your name, and you might want to hide your identity. I'm just saying, YouTube's crazy, and they do crazy things. So otherwise, as you guys can see here, that everything is still looking pretty flippin' good. I'm very impressed with how all of the data is being read in there. I mean, it looks really solid to me. So I would venture to say that we have a stable half. I'd venture to say that. Do you think we have a stable half? Tell me right now. Do we have a stable half? None of you guys are calling in. I thought you guys would call in. I was waiting for a call. And I thought somebody would tell me about their miners. Like, tell me how your miner is going. Price of Ether is going up. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to pull the price up. Doesn't look like this site gives us the price. The difficulty is clearly at 0 hashes right now. Because it's so confused right now. Let's pull up the price of Ether. And actually, we got to go to Coinbase Pro because, at least in the States, that's the largest one that we use. And we need to see if we can even gain access to moving Ethereum. Was fixing my stuff. Yes. Oh, no. All right, so we're going to log into Coinbase Pro here and see if any of the Ether actually can move around or if it's all closed. I didn't get an announcement. I didn't get an email that the halving would matter. It sounds like because it's not a fork, they didn't change anything with the exchanges, which was nice. Sometimes there's some weird things that happen with the exchanges where people get pumps. We're currently at 135.17 on Ether for the Pro account, but we'll see if it ingests this feed. I don't think it'll let us do this, but we're going to try to do it anyways because we can, right? So we're going to try to add Coinbase Pro to the feed and see if we can get any feed from them to allow us to see if it works. So let's try to load that now. And the chart is not, oh, the chart is loading. So let's pull that chart in here. We're going to pull the chart in now, see how the Coinbase price of Ether is doing. Not that Coinbase is your catch-all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that this is a good reference of what the market is doing. I mean, it does have moved 185,000 Ether in the last 24 hours. So you got to give them a little credit. Okay. All right. If you pull my feed, you'll see that I'm still hashing. Okay, Nefarious is, we're going to do this really cool video thing where I'm able to take another feed from somebody else. So if you guys want to apply to be on the feed, please just apply. Oh, nope, I just froze. I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. It looks like we kind of had a little freak out moment. So I'm trying to pull in another feed, and I'm pulling in feed 8. So Nefarious, if you are 8, that's all I can say. I'm pulling you in, but I don't see you. So thank you for trying. Weird. The feed stays strong, but the camera does not shut off. So we gotta remember that to be able to always access the camera. I don't think it has to do with heat. It might, but I mean, it's getting hot. I mean, this is what's doing it. This sucker right here, I mean, it is cranking it in. It's like massive amounts of data right here. So this is, whoop, this is pulling, whoop. Anyways, you get the point. We got 48% to go. I don't know why it shut off. I guess, I mean, the temperatures are really cold in here. You could go to the old Etherscan and click right on the arrow next to the block. The block reward drops from 3 to 2. Holy smokers, that would be terrible. So the price is looking okay. It's stable. Nobody's freaking out. Nobody's cashing out their Ether yet. There is a lot of movement in the network right now. If you can see, it does look like we're getting a buy wall, actually. I'm kind of surprised about that. You will see a lot more people drop off of the network. And that's just, yeah, that's just how it works. So Facebook is building a crypto for WhatsApp announced today. Look at that. Great news. Thank you, Nefarious, for providing that news for us. Apparently, Facebook is building a crypto for WhatsApp. We have a call from Yankee. Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. And go. Welcome to the Digital Gold Channel.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you great. I hope they hear you.
Excellent. Hold on. Let's see. For some reason, it's coming through my...
Well, you can't watch the video at the same time. Because there is a delay.
Oh, yeah. I definitely already have that muted on that end. Otherwise, that would mess me up.
All right. There we go.
All right. So, how does the sound sound this time around? Last time it was a little low.
Oh, that's terrific now. We should be much better.
Excellent, excellent. So how are you today, sir?
I'm doing great, Yankee. I'm doing awesome. How are you? I'm so excited for this halving. I mean, I'm sad that, you know, you only get half of, well, not really half, but, you know, you don't get as much as you did before, but how are you? Are you mining away?
Mining away. All the rigs are still running strong, so that's a good thing. Kind of out of breath right now because I just got back into the office, so you'll have to excuse me if I am breathing heavy.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So none of your mines hicked up or anything?
Yeah, no, I just logged into the dashboard to check the rigs to see if anything was acting funny, and it looks like everything is still chugging along just fine, so that's good. But yeah, I don't plan on shutting anything down. We're keeping everything going on Ether, you know, mine till the end, right?
Right. So now, do you have a price point in your head that you think is worth cashing out, or you're just going to mine as many as you can for the next, 3 to 5 years?
I guess you could say there would be, like, if it starts crashing, obviously it's going to be a fire sale, but.
And you would actually participate in that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You betcha. I would definitely be part of that the panic that would ensue during that period. But thinking of that too, with this halving going on, you would hope that scarcity would increase value, right?
True.
You would hope so.
Right.
But, nothing's promised in the world of crypto.
Right. So tell us a little bit about your mine. What do you got going, and how many cards and things like that? Give us some details.
So my personal mine, I have three AMD rigs and one NVIDIA 1080 rig. I had more rigs personally, but I've actually all of my 1060s that I had, they are now all gone, sold on eBay.
Wow.
And now I just have my 580s and my 1080s. Now at the farm that I manage, it has, I can actually go to it real quick, it has 270 GPUs.
Wow.
Half of those are going to be 580s, and half of those are 1070s, 1080s, and 1080 Ti's.
This is amazing. And you're stateside, paying the stateside American electric price, and
Yep. So I'm located in North Carolina.
Okay.
Our power where we're at is not as bad as it could be. We actually get industrial rates on power, so we're paying about 8 cents a kilowatt hour.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. You know, it's not until it goes to about $80 where we're mining in the negative. Whereas, you know, right now we're barely squeaking by as being, you know, quote unquote paying the bills. But,
right,
you know,
right.
We haven't been cashing out either. We've just left it in there, so that way, you know, in the hopes that we do see some type of increase soon. But
right.
you know that. Like I said before, nothing's ever promised. So you know we can all hope for the best and plan for the worst, right?
That's right. So now tell me, during all of this and the years that you've been doing this, have you been able to at least break even from your initial investment?
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Taxes this year broke me even.
Amazing. So you're officially in profit zone.
Taxes this year. Yeah. So well. You could say that, but if you were to take electrical cost, if we were to be, you know, cashing out, you know, we wouldn't be, you know, profitable per se. We would just be breaking even. And obviously with any business, breaking even is not, you know, is not gonna cut it. So, you know,
right.
I do have, you know, it's actually just kind of one partner right now that owns all the stuff that I'm managing right now, but you know, he's to the point where he can manage it for, you know, probably another year or two, but you know, hopefully things pick back up and the outlook is not so grim.
So I was talking to some other miners as well who's been in it with me for a while, and I wonder if you feel the same way, that we kind of feel that this is the last chance to get on it, that the next boom that comes about after that, it will be over. It will be there will be a lot of corporate, there'll be a lot of different entities that really just own the market. And so if you want to get into mining, like this is the moment, this is the chance. And we got like a reset right now. This has been the reset, and I don't know if there's going to be another one as drastic as this later. Do you feel the same way, or do you think we're going to continue to see the mountain valley tops through the next 5 years with mining?
You know, it's hard to say, but I do, you know, in a way, it's not. I know everybody gets all their, you know, feathers all ruffled up whenever you say, you know, centralized entities, big corporations, you know, regulations and everything like that. But really, to a certain extent, it's a good thing that they get into it, because now they will secure the network and also make it so, you know, there is going to be some inherent value to it. Because, you know, right now, at the end of the day, what are we really using the cryptocurrency for other than a holder of value? You know, just to be perfectly honest about it. You know, I know everybody is always about their decentralized and, you know, this and that.
Right.
And it's the wave of the future, but really, you know, it is a wave of the future, but you got to take it for what it's really worth, you know. And at this point, it's just a holder of value. You know, I don't know anybody using blockchain to manage databases or anything like that, because it's just not as efficient as what you already have out there. You got plenty of SQL databases out there that can do, you know, 5 times, 6 times, 20 times the amount of, you know, computational power, and you don't have to have, you know, 1,600 miners to be able to do that.
Right. So software is very daunting to me, and I love the hardware side. And so I tried to venture off into Amazon Web Server, AWS, and I was surprised at how easy it is to create a server and upgrade a server and things like that. And I realized that, what you're saying, that implementation of mainstream where somebody who's not that great about software but knows computers can build a server and implement a huge technology that doesn't exist on the blockchain yet. It's not that easy to change technology with the whole society. And so you're right. I do think the corporations will allow us to have those amazing implementations that make it as easy as implementing a worldwide server on a blockchain. But right now we're not there. We can't even do smart contracts easy. Like, I mean, show me where I can drag and drop in 3 minutes a smart contract, you know? I mean, that's what this whole system was supposed to be, and we're still not seeing it yet, so.
Yeah, and it's only a matter of time, and you know, as much as I hate to say it, we really would need to see, you know, some type of government entity actually get into the business, because when it comes to research and development, the only entities or, you know, organizations that are willing to put the money up without having the return, it's a government. A government is always willing to put the money forward, and they don't care about the return. Where then the corporations come in after the fact, they're able to license, you know, whatever intellectual property they can, and then they'll make a buck off of it. But that initial investment is usually something like a government organization that has to research into it, and then hopefully that government organization just doesn't totally screw it up,
right?
And then we end up with, you know, a brick, and that's never going to be good. But you know, I have faith, and I do think, you know, when we do get the higher techs involved, you know, it could, and I know that right now, the way that it works right now, no way are we going to be running a supercomputer on the blockchain per se, or the Ethereum network, or the blockchain, or the Bitcoin network, any of those. It's just not going to happen. I mean, the plumbing behind the scenes is just not built for that. Now, in the future, we could see some type of science, you know, project that all of a sudden they're like, yeah, hey, by the way, we're mapping the expansion of the universe, and we need all these GPUs to be able to do that. Here is your compensation for lending your compute power to us. And I know it's a long way off now, but you know, when it does make its way out there, it could be a pretty lucrative thing to get into. But we're not there.
That is true. So do you have any final words or advice for all those miners or day traders or anybody out there running Ethereum for today specifically?
HODL.
Oh, yes! He did it in one word!
Just keep the faith, right? And you know, as much as this is, that's where I come to say right now, this is a way to hold value. This is a way to be able to trade without trading, you know, precious metals or pork bellies or something like that.
Right.
You know, this is another class of trading that you could get into. And realistically, the day traders, this makes it so day trading is actually profitable again. Where if you try to go onto the stock market, there are so many different big, you know, JP Morgans and all those types of guys that literally have their server cage closest to the exchange's server cage, so that way their algorithms are picking up on these microscopic movements, and they're able to trade on the fly. And you know, right now, I don't feel like there is some saturation into the crypto with that type of stuff, but not as much as you see with the actual stock market, where you're not really going to do much with, you know, day trading.
Right. That's true. That's very true. Well, thank you for joining us, Yankee. It's amazing. Yeah. Great to hear from you. Thank you for mining and securing the network. That's really what matters as far as the mentality goes. It's not about just making money. It is about securing the network for everyone and furthering this technology, as we don't know where it'll go. So thank you. We all appreciate that. Even the people who don't understand it will appreciate it someday.
That's right. That's right. And, you know, just keep the faith. You know, keep mining, and you know, and unless the exchanges are all burning down, you know, keep on holding on.
That's right. All right, Yankee, we're going to check back in with you again sometime. Call anytime. Thank you so much for giving us an update.
All right, hasta la vista.
Bye-bye. That was terrific. Thank you so much for the call. That was from Yankee. He is on the chat, guys. He's been with us for a while. And I got a screenshot I was going to share with you, but sadly I can't find it on the computer. I guess it doesn't like to go to the desktop. So we've actually dropped about 50, 60 cents right now. The price is still looking okay. Everything's fine. It does. I did read that some people were actually fine, that they had no issues with their miners. They did not update. They did not change anything, and it went right along this great. So it does look like the overall consensus is if your rig was running and you didn't do anything to it, it is still running. There is no issue. So it does appear that the only reason that that would have been an issue is if maybe you were on an older pool, maybe some of those pools that don't keep up with the tech or change or something like that, you know, and it may be a failure on the pool side to gather blocks and they didn't gather the correct block or something like that. So if you're solo mining, for sure you're going to have no issues, but mainly the issues with the pool. So it doesn't, I don't see anybody in the chat having that issues. That doesn't mean that you're not having that issues. If you are, please put in the chat in the comments. Please, please, please stop whatever you're doing. Stop whatever you're doing. Hit that thumbs up, guys, because this has been a great time with you for the last 45 minutes hanging out. Please press the like button because you wouldn't watch it if you didn't like it. Also, hit subscribe. Turn on the sound notification if you guys want to know when we're live. We're going to be able to do a lot of different tests here and hopefully giving you the best quality that we can, feasible, even in 3D audio coming soon. So, can I confirm, Ben W here says that he can confirm that his rig has not been updated since the 11.7, still chugging along on Nanopool. So it does look like, see, he is pulling his blocks work from Nanopool, and it does look like Nanopool is working smooth and correct. That is great news. That is great news to hear. As far as the price goes, it's really just kind of fluctuating. It's not really doing anything abnormal. We are seeing a large amount of Ether move. It's around 187,000 just in the last 24 hours on Coinbase, but that doesn't mean that we're not still accepting blocks or it's not worth mining or things like that. Obviously, it's speculative, things like that, store of value. People freak out about the price, but the price is not a direct relation to your mining, right? I mean, there's a lot of different math that's involved, and then when you throw in the difficulty, it gets really confusing. So, yeah, a lot of people do all this math, and then you throw in one question to them, and they're like, oh crap, I forgot about that. So, important to take all aspects of the blockchain and crypto when you're doing an investment, whatever that is, day trading, mining, just sending coin around, right? Please. So, if price is hanging in still, it does feel, I am getting a feeling from the chat. The feeling does look like that. People are saying that they expect a drop. But I don't see a drop happening. It does look like obviously people are going to get off of work soon on the East Coast, then a few hours later on the Mid and West Coast, and what they may do is decide to check their miners, really evaluate whether I should be mining this, and then check the price. Did the price double? We are doing a halving, but the price didn't double. Maybe I should get out of this. So yeah, otherwise the stats look really good, so let's keep the stats going. And for now, unless you guys have a great URL you guys want to send me, put it in the Discord, email, or chat, and I will feature this stats for you. Otherwise, I'm liking the new program. Thank you for bearing with us with the new program. What is that screen you are on now? We are actually on this ETHStats.net. I will try to put it in here for you. Actually, it is ETH. Oh man. Yep. ETHStats.net. This has been around a long time, guys. Long time. So yeah. Otherwise, please feel free to call in if you guys have any questions. I'm not going to promise I know the answer because I'm not actively inside of the Ethereum network, living and breathing it like I was. Many of you probably already understand why that is right now. Hopefully that will change in my future in some capacity, but as of right now, we're a little struggling here, guys. We're a little struggling. Otherwise, if you guys want some really cheap parts, I do have a link in the description for a Google Doc. Those things are going fast. That table was double of what it was just a week ago. So thank you so much for the support. And I'm just trying to get the money back for the clients. I think I have an official $8,000 to go to send to some final clients here, a little bit over $8,000. And then all the clients are cleared, their investment. Hopefully they didn't get hurt too much. I know it was a huge amount of money that was invested into the Bitbunker and the risk that they took. So I really appreciate you guys buying that equipment from them so that they're able to, and you guys get an amazing deal for incredible product, and they're not hurt in the long run either. I'm still able to send them their back. But I tell you, it's a crazy world we live in right now. And please put out digital gold if you guys want me to see it in the chat. Okay, why do people think the price will drop if something is undesirable to mine? That only means less miners selling seems to be a common sentiment. Yeah, so that's a multi-level question there, whatever TV. But thank you for asking it. But basically, people think the price will drop because it's almost like you're infiltrating the network or you're changing the network in some way. Not so much as like a fork change, but more so like the fact that I was getting this and now I'm only getting this. Now, it clearly hasn't affected the Ethereum price at all, in my opinion. Typically what happens with a halving, the price is affected around 8 to 6 months prior. Now, obviously, I'm basing that off of Bitcoin. Now, what are we at Bitcoin? We are around 460 days, I believe, until Bitcoin halving will happen. We will see at around about 100, 130 days before the Bitcoin halving is where the price will be when it halves. So people assume that when Bitcoin halves, oh my goodness, all their miners have to double their income in order to pay their electric bills and all that situation. However, that is not the case when it comes to what goes on in the network. What actually happens is the price adjusts itself according way ahead before the halving actually happens, right? Because there's a lot of big entities in this, millions, hundreds of millions, even billions of dollars being moved in and out of the Bitcoin network, and they can't have just one literal moment in time change the price of all transactions, right? So imagine it like Y2K in a way. Like, obviously things were taken care of in Y2K way ahead of time, but everyone waited for that one moment when it switched over to say, oh my goodness, it's Y2K. Do the computers still turn on, right? So if you guys understand that reference. Yeah, that's kind of how the Bitcoin halving works. So Ethermine is still running strong. That is good to hear. Man, Not Your Normal Miners here. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh my goodness. Did they prog the prog? Prog POO. Prog. Prog the pro. Prog pro. Prog po. Prog po. Did they prog the proof of work is what he is asking. Algorithm, algo. And as far as I know, no, they did not. It is proof of work. Sorry, it is still proof of work. It is not proof of stake. P-O-S. Yes. Okay. You planning on doing a video, Nefarious? That's a good question. I am going to allow anybody ingesting video feed to me that wants to, and I will then send it through situations like this, and I can then implement it onto the channel. Guys, I have a new website coming out soon. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to run 24/7 non-stop. So hopefully you guys can join us there. Keep the chat alive and have a great day. I mean, it's going to be awesome. So that sounded like I was closing, but I don't have to close yet. You guys are still hanging out with me. We can hang out. So yeah, okay. I thought it was what they were moving to. Oh no. So yeah, let me give you a little story about that one, babe. There, buddy. Whatever TV, and it looks like Ravencoin sucks. He looks like he's got some trouble with Ravencoin. Okay, so basically what's going on is situation with proof of stake. Yeah. So Ethereum initially came out and they announced that they would only be proof of work until they could implement proof of stake. When we started mining proof of work immediately at, the 5 Ether with just a couple R9s, and we were cranking in massive amounts of coin because nobody else was doing it, there was a moment where we realized that at any second they're going to switch to proof of stake. Now, granted, they're going to give us maybe a 30-day notice, 60-day notice maybe. And we always kept up with the devs, and we were like, man, we got to keep it. We got to keep up with this. We had a couple of clients, and we were a little concerned. Are they going to switch? Are they going to switch? Are they going to switch? But they never switched. That never happened. They never did anything with it, and they still haven't. So it's literally been 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and now we're going into 2019. We're almost at 5 years that Ethereum is supposed to switch to proof of stake, and they always delay it, or they always say something has changed, or this or that. And the reason that we didn't see ASICs, for almost 3 of those years was because, well, I'm not going to make an ASIC if it's going to switch to proof of stake. So if that was their sales tactic in order to not get an ASIC onto the market, that was an amazing one. Because I guarantee you, if they said that they would only stay proof of stake, there would have been an ASIC in early to late 2016. However, we did not see that until almost the middle of 2018 before we saw an ASIC made for Ethereum. So that's very important to remember there. The Ethereum network developers kind of are very secretive in that matter on how they assume that the network will go in the future. But obviously there's security issues and infrastructure in place that will cause the network to change. So we've got to be careful on that situation. So yes, thank you. Excited for the new website, Not Your Normal Miner says. It's partially going to start out with crypto, but I can't guarantee that it's going to stay in the crypto. I do wonder why this thing shut off for a second. I got to find a way to keep the feed information. I guess I can do that from my phone. Otherwise, am I getting multiple feeds from multiple people? Nefarious Fool is on multiple channels. I don't understand what's going on here. What is proof of stake? So proof of stake is basically you have a wallet and you hold, let's say, 10,000 Ether in it, and as you hold the 10,000 Ether, you're paid a dividend on the Ether, and it's some crazy math algorithm that works in order for it to make sense for people. But basically that's the thought, is the algorithm runs through the multiple wallets of everybody holding 10,000 Ether or something. So, and that's how the mining happens. So you've seen it in some coins here and there. I wouldn't say it's a stable system yet. It's not the mainstream, obviously, and proof of work still, like you have to work for something, and the whole like holding a currency to create a dividend to mine off of it is it's not really mining, in my opinion. You're not actually solving the algorithms from a physical unit. It's actually just, it's not even the server in a way. It's literally just math changing hands, and it's just, to me, it's a little bit insecure, but it could be my lack of knowledge in the proof of stake. But that's the general consensus of how it works, is just holding large amounts of coin, never being able to spend them ever, and just allowing the network to run on top of your large wallet. So I only see maybe proof of stake working if the large entities or governments or things like that is allowing the wallets to be held there in almost like a stable situation where these wallets will never be sold, almost like a burned wallet. Imagine, yeah, I'm thinking of an idea here where a burned wallet where only these coins could never really be moved. They could just kind of stay there, but they still support the network, and then the proof of stake coins could go through them. Otherwise, you're going to run into some issues where somebody could literally take down half of the network if they convinced all the billionaires to sell all their wallets of proof of stake. Then we'd have to switch back to a proof of work, but who's going to be mining Ethereum at that point? So he says, my feed has a mic, it's muted, and mining hashing Beyonce. I checked your feed, and it is not live. It is not live. So we are going to try to ingest a feed here if we can. I need this button to go off if it says that. Says that. So if you are on feed number 8, I'm going to try to ingest Nefarious here right now. So please stay tuned as we try to do that. Give us one moment. He should be on feed number 8 and loading, not loading, loading, not loading. I do not see you on feed number 8. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hopefully we will see the difficulty drop now. Yeah, you will. Yeah, that's a good one, Yankee. I don't know. I don't know. It's Coins Chaos says I don't like it. All right. So that's a good question, Yankee. Will we see the difficulty drop? I don't really know. I don't think difficulties drop nowadays like they used to. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to say that the difficulty drop. See, difficulty drops were mainly due to when a coin changed hands and other people wanted to get on that coin, or a new coin came out and people wanted to do that. So you would see a large amount of mining people mine to a new coin, and that just naturally created a lower difficulty for that current coin. What's kind of happening now is people aren't just jumping ship to the next coin, the next coin, the next coin, because there's over 2,000 coins out now. So there's the hashing power is very, very spread out amongst a lot of different coins in various markets and entities and countries. So the difficulty level dropping, I think, would only be affected by large-scale miners at this point, not the overall world choosing, I'm not going to mine anymore, I'm going to slow down. You know, that when that situation happens, they say, I'm not going to mine anymore because I'm going to jump on another coin. When big pools shut down, they're changing entire systems in place. And so that's probably where we'll see the difficulty drop. So I think Genesis Mining in their personal portfolio is currently still mining Ethereum Classic, I believe. I don't think they're pulling in as much Ethereum as they used to. So, yes. 9, bud. Go to 9. Okay, so we're going to close that and try to ingest import 9. But good question, Yankee. It is different than what it used to be. So that might be helpful to answer that. And hopefully an education for some people. Now, obviously there's a lot of speculative things here that could be involved, and so I just ingested feed 9, buddy, feed 9, and still nothing. So we're going to have to definitely do some tests, some more tests for this. Okay, this fork was supposed to take care of the difficulty bomb. Boom, boom. Yes, but did it? That would be a great question. I don't really know. It doesn't look like there's a lot of movement in the markets now. It doesn't look like we see a lot of blocks changing hands like we used to. It does look like the market, the miners have stabilized. Looks like 2miners.com is still one of the top tiers as far as I can see. ethpool.mxhash.org is still doing good. Linkpool, just a couple of nodes, a boot node, US1 project, Solar Pool. So these pools are doing pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, so basically from what I understand is we're going to be okay. Everything seems fine. The network's fine. The blocks are changing hands. This page is not really refreshing over here. So we might want to switch pages just to get a better feed, but yeah. Otherwise, guys, please check out the link in the description if you guys would like some product. We have plenty of it. Plenty of it. So let's go back to the price because at least there's something going on there. And we want to say thank you. Thank you to all of our donors for donating on our video right now. Currently, we have a goal of $1,510 in the next 22 days. Robert's awesome, John's awesome, and GoFundMe. So thank you very much for doing that. Otherwise, there's a notification for yes. Okay. All right. So basically, we're just kind of hanging out, trying to figure out what we should do as far as the future of the difficulty. But this video is already over an hour long, so I think it might be best if I just say that you guys are awesome. Thank you, and we go to a different situation where I am able to upload my site, but 50 of you are joined with us here, and only 2 of you are chatting in the chat. Oh my goodness. Yankee wants to ask, though, thank you for the question, Digital Gold, are you still in mining in the future? Okay, so that is a loaded question. Basically, I have decided to give this whole situation one more chance, kind of as I was referring to on the phone. One more chance of the big boom. Now, will that mean I will be hosting? No. I did it. I made a goal of that, and I did it. Now, I kind of see myself with the experience and the consulting level that I have to try to move parties that don't know other parties and situations like that, and possibly land a great mining position in one of these larger companies or larger farms, private farms, things like that. So, you know, when you have the people with hundreds of millions of dollars or billions of dollars, and I have contact with them, and then you have people on the other side who have massive farms or looking to build a farm or know all they know about mining, and they need to merge those two people together. I would kind of be that guy to facilitate hands of who needs to go where and whatnot. So that's kind of looking like the best part of my mining future. If one of those corporations wanted to say, like, hey, I've got $500 million, I'm going to invest it into a farm, and I want you to run the farm, so find me the farm. I would then find the guy, we would do a joint venture, and I would sign an agreement to be the only one available to run the farm. I would then hire a team under me, teach them everything I know, and then make sure that that farm is 100%, because I want the guy that invested $500 million to get his return back. And then when he gets his return back, he's going to have profit, and hopefully he's going to tell his friends. So obviously, if that cycle repeats itself, then you can see how mining would be heavily in my future, that I would live and breathe it. But obviously, we would need massive amounts of either large amounts of money coming in from investors or 1 or 2 investors, and we would also need the communication on the other end, is who has the farms, who has the experience, and who can help us there. So I do have a link on our current Digi.io site where people can check out farms that I publicly know about, privately know about, and there are things that are not listed there for security reasons. But if you're looking for medium to large scale, we can probably find a solution for you. So yes, as far as mining in my home, first I would need a home. I don't even have an apartment, so that's not happening. And third, I kind of care more about my clients than I do about my own rigs. So when I learned that I could support the clients in their network and really make sure that they are safe and mining, then I couldn't justify working on my own rig when somebody else's rig was down. So I devoted a full 100% support to that, and the home mining situation in my future is pretty much completed. I have done it for 7 years. So a solid 7 years of giving my heart to something, and I don't see the home mining in my personal life being of any stress or situation or thought I want to ever concern with about right now. So not that that couldn't change in the future, maybe if some crazy technology like FPGA actually exists in some capacity, that I wouldn't have a basement with stacks of things that I'm constantly changing out the technology or hardware. I can't say what's in the future, but that's kind of how I feel about the situation. So yes, I'm sorry, I'm ingesting feed 9 and it's not doing anything. So yes, yeah. Terrific. Well, you guys are great, and I'm going to take this video down and possibly cut it up for everybody else to see. But you guys are terrific, and I hope you guys join us again. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining the Digital Gold channel. We're going to go out with some music here, and hopefully it is not too loud, because I don't know how to change the volume. Otherwise, this has been the Ethereum blockchain having brought to you by the Digital Gold channel. Tell your friends, hang out, and learn something about mining. You know what? There's 30 people still hanging out, so I think I have an idea. Guys, we're gonna let this stream run, and we're gonna do all kinds of crazy things. If you guys want to join us at tmil.tv, crazy stuff. It's gonna just non-stop run there. So I'm gonna put a link in the description right now. tmil.tv. We're just gonna do it, okay? For the little 30 people that were actually here. Check it out. The password is 1. You just hit 1. That's literally all you gotta do. We're gonna let the stream run solid there. It's not gonna be exciting. Hopefully you guys get in the chat. That is the new website. Shh, super secret, right? Psst.